Welcome back to Maths with Mrs. J. I now want to do with you what I refer to as the great cordial question. There are lots of variations on this theme. It's not always to do with cordial, but there are all sorts of questions of this same type. So I wanted to show you how to do it. The basic question is of this type where you have one jug containing a certain volume in a certain ratio. Now, we should know that if you're mixing up cordial, you have a certain amount of concentrated cordial to a certain amount of water. So in this first jug here, we're told that the cordial to water ratio is 1:4 and that there's a total of 500 mils. In our second jug, we have a cordial to water ratio of 1:5 and we have a total of 750 mils. Now we're going to mix those two together, pour them into this bigger jug, and the question is, what is the cordial to water ratio in this, meant to say, jug C? So we can't just average them out or something. It doesn't work that way. What we really need to do is take it step by step and go into each example and work out how much cordial concentrate there was and how much water there was. This is very much like a sharing in an uneven ratio situation. So the number of parts is 1 + 4, which is 5. So our 5 parts is 500 mils. So 1 part is obviously 100 mils. So the amount of cordial we had was 1 part, which was 100 mils. And the amount of water that we would have had would have been 4 lots of that, which is 400 mils. So that's an important step. We need to know how much cordial concentrate there was and how much water there was in this jug. We do the same thing for jug B. So obviously the number of parts in this case is 6, and our 6 parts equals 750 mils. So how much does 1 part equal? 125 mils. So we know our amount of cordial was 1 part, which is 125 mils. Our amount of water is 5 lots of that, so it's 625 mils. So when we go ahead to work out the combined amount, what we need to do is work out, well, the total amount of cordial concentrate is going to be our 100 plus 125, which is 225 mils. We know our total amount of water is going to be 400 mils plus 625 mils. Which is what? 1025. So our cordial to water ratio in here, our total volume, of course, is 1250 mils. Our cordial to water ratio will be 225 to 1025. We can divide both sides by 25 and we get 9 to 41. Now, it should be somewhere between these two numbers, okay, but it won't be halfway between. Is it somewhere between? Well, yes, it is, because a quarter would be, 10.25 out of your 41. A fifth would be 8 point something out of your 41. So yes, that is a reasonable answer, so that definitely makes sense.